Games new to me. Please like and subscribe.
Hey guys, Rob here for Games New to Me. Welcome back to what will be another stellar video. I'm still dealing with health issues, so I'm going to try my hardest to make this as stellar a video as humanly possible. So I was asked on Facebook whether Sony's PlayStation 4 Pro will work with certain televisions. Rather than just reply to the question, I thought I'd go a step above and try to put together a somewhat comprehensive yet brief video on the PS4 Pro and the TVs it will work best with. Now first off, I don't know the specifications of every TV out there. There are going to be brands I'd never even heard of that may be inexpensive, and while being 4K displays may not have the specifications needed for you to get the most out of your PS4 Pro experience. Then again, there might be brands of TVs I'd never heard of that will have the full specs you need to get the most out of your PS4 Pro. So first things first. What does Sony recommend in regards to televisions that will get you all you can get out of your PS4 Pro? First and foremost, you want a true Ultra HD, in other words 4K television, which means a UHD where the resolution is 3840 pixels by 2160 pixels, as this is the consumer grade 4K formatting. Secondly, you'll want to buy an HDR10 television. Let me repeat that. An HDR10. It's fine if you get a TV that is both HDR10 and Dolby, but you primarily want to focus on buying an HDR10 TV. What does HDR stand for? HDR stands for High Dynamic Range. Dark scenes look hugely more convincing in HDR than they do on normal LCD TVs because of the stunning amount of extra grayscale and shadow detail information HDR makes possible. Third, you're looking to buy a TV that's 10-bit as opposed to an 8-bit set. The difference is that 10-bit TV will give you 1 billion color combinations, while the 8-bit sets will leave you with just around 16 million. If you're looking to take full advantage of the PS4 Pro, and if you're watching this video, I assume that's what you want, then you want the 10-bit set because of the shading, the colors, the vibrance, the contrast. Everything is going to be magnified. Now, that's not to say that you can't take advantage of the PS4 Pro with an 8-bit TV. You'll definitely get a 4K experience, but you'll be missing out on the extra textures and shading. But a 4K TV is still a 4K TV, and you'll definitely be getting a better experience than your standard 1080p HD TV. Number 4. You're looking for a TV with as low a possible input lag. Input lag tends to occur when you turn on HDR and want to display it in 4K. That's where lag becomes very noticeable. You're talking about a lot more processing, and whenever you ask a device to do more processing, you need that device to have the computing power to process it all in a timely manner. What is considered a timely manner? Basically, everything at or below 40 milliseconds should make you happy. Once you start going above that, you may start to notice artifacts in the video display that will look off. How off is very subjective, and while you may not be able to notice what the problem is, you may just feel that something is, quote, off, if ever so slightly. Number 5. If you are on a budget, like many of us do, me included, then perhaps AFRC or dithering frame rate will suffice. What this means is that you're dealing with an 8-bit panel display that rapidly shifts faster than the human eye can perceive, in theory, the shades of color, and in this way there is a sort of simulation of HDR10. But remember that although this may look perfectly good to you, it is not going to give you the purest and highest video fidelity that your PS4 Pro is capable of. Now let's talk about screen size. In all honesty, you want to go as big as possible. 4K truly starts to come into its own at a larger screen size. Remember, the smaller the screen size, the less likely you are to notice all the superfine details simply based on the fact that they are displayed on a physically smaller screen. Let me put it this way. Are you more likely to appreciate the shape and structure of a single grain of salt, or are you going to appreciate the structure of a salt pillar far more? Same principle applies here. Obviously, not everyone has the room or the money to buy a 60-inch TV, but you should definitely try to go as large as possible. Some recommendations I have found online, but am not personally endorsing, is basically as follows. At 3.5 to 5 feet, a 49-inch TV is generally recommended by the internet community. Next, at 5 to 6 feet, you'd want a 55 to 60-inch set. Viewing distance of 6 to 7 feet and a 65-inch screen would suit your needs. Anything more than 7 feet, you want 75 inches or more. Personally, I recommend that you look at as many TVs in showrooms and in-store display racks as possible. Don't be afraid to ask to see a PS4 hooked up to a TV you're looking to buy. Worst case scenario is that they will say no. Remember, the above wisdom from the net applies only to 4K televisions as it pertains to screen size to get the most out of your TV as well as your PS4 Pro. Some more TV buying tips, and no store is going to be happy with me recommending this, but ask about their return policy. Different stores have different return policies on big-ticket items. Flat screens are far easier to put in your car or SUV or borrow your neighbor's or friend's SUV and return the TV within the allotted time if you're unhappy with it. Even though you've just brought home a 4K TV, don't stop shopping around. You've got anywhere from 2 weeks to 30 days to return the TV and get the one at a better price or the one you really wanted that you didn't even know existed. So please, keep shopping around. You've got the time. Make use of it. When at the store, ask if they charge a restocking fee. If they do, then you have a choice to make. Do you absolutely love the TV in front of you and want to buy it right then and there, or are you willing to go down the street to a different store and get it there because they don't have a restocking fee? If the store down the road doesn't have the TV you're looking for, you can always come back. They are not going to sell out in a matter of days. Most importantly, compare brands, prices, and specifications. Make sure you get a TV that is going to make you happy for the next 5 or so years. It's an investment you'll have to live with for some time, so unless you've got too much money, some personal advice, and this isn't going to be something everyone will feel comfortable with doing, but don't be afraid to ask for a discount, or ask if the store you're at is going to be having a sale. Never feel bad about haggling, even in a store. I've done it and paid less for many items than the sticker price. Finally, and this is taking a bit of a risk, you can always look on Craigslist for a slightly used TV, but do not buy it without being able to see it working first. I don't want to mention who in particular asked me about this because they may want their privacy and I don't want to expose someone for asking a question, but when you watch this video, you'll know who you are. So there you go, guys. I hope this helps, and I hope you are now armed with the knowledge you need to buy a perfect TV for your brand new PlayStation 4 Pro. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. To my subscribers, I have nothing but gratitude and an extra special thanks for bearing with me while I deal with this health issue. Your kind words and patience are very warmly received, and I want you to know that. If you just stumbled across this channel, this video, or me, won't you please click that subscribe button? You'll be helping to grow an absolutely wonderful community of gamers with really huge hearts. You'll absolutely have my sincere gratitude, but most importantly, you'll always be notified whenever a new video goes up on the channel. This is Rob for Games New to Me saying, what an exciting time to be a gamer, right? Until next time, guys, be good to each other, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.